easy. Literally, you have the Mm, all right. So we should be live except for Twitch for some reason. It's not connecting. So let me get that fixed. Everybody else, welcome to the Chillstream. Um, yeah, somehow they. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my Twitch channel because it's not. Okay, I see. I think I got it. Hmm. Mm, although, oh, there you go. Okay, I need to end this stream, and I'm going to get back in just 5 minutes tops. And yeah, so if you see the video not going, don't worry, I'll be back in a moment. I need to fix my Twitch. Okay. Um. Okay, yeah, Twitch is not connecting, so don't know what's going on there. Okay, we won. Be doing Twitch tonight then. Bye Twitch. You're not gonna play tonight with us. All right, so regardless, let's continue. Welcome back. Another Saturday, another day of Cyberpunk goodness with more Deus Ex Human Revolution. Um, yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I followed the troubleshooting suggested by Restream, and it's not going to Twitch. I think they don't want to play ball with me anymore. It's fine. Screw Twitch for the moment. I'll figure it out later. It might be because how when I streamed the Final Fantasy VII demo, I did it directly on Twitch from the PlayStation. So that might be it. I don't know why though. How it would affect one thing to another, but oh well. Really don't have the patience to figure it out right now. All right, so welcome back to continue with our Cyberpunk adventures tonight. Last week we went into Shanghai, or it was Taiwan, I don't remember. Um, and we are going to start some more adventures there, some more stuff. So today the purpose today is just to complete just to unlock side quests, explore a little bit, try to advance a little bit on the story. Let's see how much we can do. As you notice, I've been way more chilled about my gameplay, less hardcore than previous games. That's fine. I just want to cruise for the time being. Although I might need to start picking up the pace though, because we're still missing quite a few games before the release of Cyberpunk 2077. We're still missing Deus Ex the Fall. That can be completed on one session. It is just like 4 or 5 hours long, so it won't take that much. We're missing Runner, which also we can finish in one session. I can finish in one session. I play that game a lot, so I'm very confident we can finish it soon, quick. Then we have Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which is gonna take a while, probably as much as this. And finally, we will have Perfect Dark HD on Xbox. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun because doing the whole setup to stream everywhere on the Xbox is going to be a mess. I've done it before, and I have all the hardware stuff, but it's just going to be a cable mess that I have to make. And then I have actually let's this be the announcement of that too. In about 3 weeks, is it 3 weeks? When is it? Let's see. The week before the release of Resident Evil 3. Let me just check my calendar to make sure that I'm right, that I have this perfectly set up. Okay. Resident Evil releases on Friday, April the 3rd. That is 1, 2, 3 weekends from today. The Saturday before, that is 2 Saturdays from today. That's Saturday, March the 28th. I'm going to do a marathon stream. That's right. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 2 Remake from start to finish, both Claire and Leon and Claire campaigns. And if I am not too exhausted, even to do some of the other survivors stories too, or games on PC. I haven't played it. Well, I did play it on PC just for like 5 minutes, and pretty much that save file is clean. I won't do hardcore mode or anything like that because I want to finish everything on one day. I am pretty confident we can finish it in about 10-12 hours max, so it will be a long stream. I just take a pause to eat and bathroom breaks and stuff. And but yeah, it's gonna be a long stream. We're gonna play the entire thing in preparation to Resident Evil 3 on PC. And yeah, that's gonna be a clean save file because I've never played. I haven't played it on PC, so I have a clean save file. I don't have any unlockables or anything like that. I do have like some of the DLC content and stuff, but nothing like will give me an advantage. So it will be a complete brand new playthrough. That's on March the 28th, and on the April 3rd. This is not set in stone, so don't take it set in stone. I want to though. We will. I am going to be streaming Resident Evil 3 on PC as well because they got it on PC. Blind first time playthrough because I've never played it. Of course, we haven't. Nobody has played it yet. And that's going to be the schedule for the next 3 days. It's going to be fun. It's gonna be fun. So I'll hope you guys to see you there, especially on the 28th, because it's gonna be hardcore. And if none of you played Resident Evil 2 last year, it'll be your chance to see it from start to finish. if you got the chance to catch my our top 10 game of the year from last year, from 2019, you all know that it was my my number one game of the year. Was my game of the year 2019. So it's going to be pretty fun. And yeah, and I got it's starting next Friday. We're gonna start the gauntlet. Gauntlet you're talking about, the gauntlet of games, because starting next Friday, all the big releases start coming out. We're gonna have Doom Eternal coming out on Friday, and that game looks sick. So if it's even if it's just like close to what it was, to what Doom 2016 was, it's going to be sick. I just actually on preparation. I played
Shove off before I shove you off.
I'm here to see you.
Okay.
What about?
Name.
Open the phone book. Plenty of them in there.
Your friends are holding her. I can make it worth your while if you tell me where.
Worth my while.
And
yeah, maybe. Let's see some.
yeah, I don't want to cut the dialogue.
I gotta make sure she's okay first. She'll be a lot more valuable to me and you if she's alive and in one piece, if you know what I mean.
I get it. Smart businessman you are. Okay. I'll tell you. They're holding her on a small side street just off the open gutter in the Daigong district. But listen, I didn't say anything, right?
You're such an idiot. You just gave away your hostage. Alright, whatever. It's gonna make things easier for me anyways. Alright, so yeah, I played Doom 2016 just in preparation for Doom Eternal, just to get into pace. It is not, and I played it on PC. I finished that game. This is the 6th time I finished it on Ultra Violence. I played it on Xbox a bunch of times. I played it on PS4 a bunch of times too. But I've never played on PC, so it was the first time that I played on PC on Ultra Violence, and the game is and I didn't play it on Nightmare because I really don't like that. I don't like Nightmare difficulty. I tried to play on Nightmare difficulty on Xbox especially, but it was not fun, dude. It was not fun. At least I didn't find it fun myself. I thought it was okay. I mean, some people like that punishing gameplay. I don't, because it makes me feel I waste my time, and I don't have much time to waste. So I really don't like playing that crazy those crazy difficulty levels. But I did try to play it on Xbox. You're dead.
This is not the place for you. Get out, my wife.
Oh fuck! I missed all the shots. And that game is hella fun. If any of you has not played it for some reason, it is cheap to play. You can get it pretty much anywhere. And by anywhere I mean anywhere. The only version that I have not played, and I really refuse to because it runs like shit, I know, and it looks like shit, is the Switch version. That's the only one I haven't played. I kind of want to get it just for the novelty. But
You're in the wrong part of town, lad. Go back. Don't hide.
what the fuck is wrong with my aim today? my aim is garbage today, so for some reason, and I'm telling you, I've been playing Doom, so it wouldn't make sense. It would be the other way around, I think. Um. Oh yeah, so I I haven't played the Switch version. That's the only one they haven't played, and it runs at 30 frames per second. So I really don't know if it's the best. Just to, especially when you're used to high frame rate.
No, don't shoot. Get away. Who are you?
Your friend May sent me. She said you were in trouble. Are you hurt?
Actually, it looks cute in this version.
Thank God. And no, I'm fine. They didn't touch me. Not yet, anyway. You hadn't come though.
For an NPC model,
How did you find
she
me?
looks she looks actually cute. She looks unique.
Persuasive.
I have to get out of here.
You sure you're okay? Can you leave here on your own?
Yes, thank you. Whoever you are, thank you so much. I need to go. I need to get out of this city. I need to get away from that monster, Chan. Tell May, tell her. Thank you for everything. I owe her. I owe you both my life.
Sure thing. Don't worry, be happy. And be safe too. And let's see, story. Yeah, they're gonna make me do something else, I'm pretty sure. Don't remember though. I'm pretty sure they're gonna ask me to do something else. And so yeah, it's really fun. Doom 2016 is really fun. It's probably I will dare to say is the best Doom. Is the best Doom of the whole series. And it does feel like a natural progression from OG Doom.
I get so lost down here. Every time
It doesn't feel like
I mean, the streets are well marked and all, but
like Doom 3, for example. Doom 3 is a big departure. This one feels like what you would get from like OG Doom, just continue progressing and getting like polished mechanics and all that. So yeah, I'm actually really excited about Doom 3. I mean Doom Eternal. The gameplay looks sick. The only thing that I really don't like about what I've seen, at least, is the
Ning,
HUD.
did you find her?
The HUD heads-up display looks
Safe,
really gaudy.
right.
I don't like it.
I think she plans on leaving the city.
She always is a smart girl.
Ah.
I'm glad.
I don't have COVID or anything like
to
that.
make sure she is safe.
There's only
I
like one
promise.
case in our city,
Here's your payment.
and it's not like and
If
it's
you want
contained
more,
already.
I
So
have another task.
it's just that I got the fan blown on my face because it's hot as
Something
hell.
suitable for a man of your
So
many
that kind of like
Are you interested?
My interest
Dries
would
up my
depend on the
throat.
task.
By now, I'm sure you heard of
Told you.
Diamond Chan. He is evil man who feeds off the pain and misery of this
I
city.
told you I was gonna do that.
If we
We were gonna
understand
do that.
he's-
We're gonna go as
he
Sarah
must
boys.
be taken care of.
You want me to kill Chan?
Yes, but you must make it look like an accident or suicide.
Oh boy. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Details.
What is
Task.
it exactly you want me to do?
Lower Hansai is a dangerous place. I know Diamond Chan stay at an apartment near a rooftop. Knock him out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest.
That's not going. That isn't. If the guy is like beat up in the face, it's not gonna look like a suicide. So I don't know where you're coming from, lady. Let's see
What kind of
the
payment is
reward.
involved?
Double what I gave you for rescuing Ning, if you make certain we are rid of Chan for good.
Hmm. About.
Tell me about Diamond Chan.
He's a monster. At first, he forced my girls to take drugs until they be addicted. It made them easy to control and dependent on him. But now, with cheap black market augmentations and customers with augmentation fantasies, it is even worse.
The Li Xing you spoke of earlier.
Yes, in order to squeeze more milk from his cows, he butchers them. The augments are just another form of control. The girls can always be tracked, and the need for neuropathy means they will not run away.
Alright.
Why does his death need to look like a suicide?
I've made threats against Chan in the past. Because you helped Ning, if anything happens to Chan now, his harvester friends will think we are responsible. I do not want that to happen.
Once Chan is gone, what will you do? Won't some other drug lord turned pimp take advantage of your vulnerability?
I know someone who recently started his own security company. I will hire them to protect us. It should be more than enough, and I can trust them.
Okay, sure. I get it.
I'll do it.
Good. I'll give you the address of Diamond Chan's apartment. It is on one of the nearby rooftops. Lower Hansai is a dangerous place. Simply knock Chan out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest.
Got it.
Mr. Jensen, remember not to cause any wounds on Diamond Chan that make it look like murder. Any suspicion will bring us more trouble from his friends.
So no tranquilizers or peps. Which means strictly hand-to-hand submission. Shouldn't be a problem.
That is good, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. I will wait here.
Alright. Cool. Cool thing. I literally dropped on the rooftop, and the very first job that I got, the first thing that I do is getting a job as a hitman for a random lady. Jensen, you gotta get your shit together. And I just saw like in Facebook about like 5 seconds ago that people are starting to gather copies of Doom Eternal on consoles early. So expect seeing a lot of spoilers and stuff. So hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, I'm going to I don't think I will stream it, to be honest. Not sure if I'll stream it. Where is it? Okay, map. Yeah, I gotta go this way. Okay. And yeah, I don't know if I'll stream it, if I'll stream some of it. I'm pretty sure Charlie will. So I don't want to steal his thunder. If his stream said that, I'm just going to join his stream, and we can just hang out together, all of us. But yeah, so that's Friday. That's that Friday. Then, and this is something that I am going to stream because it's probably like along with Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it's been like going like very low key, mostly because the medium is coming in. But there's another legendary mythical game coming out in like 2 weeks time. Not even 2 weeks time. It's just like 10 days time. is Half-Life Alyx, which, let me tell you guys, I know some of you will not like hearing this, but I've heard from people who knows, they consider this to be Half-Life 3 on development. So regardless, it is the return of one of the most legendary series ever, one of the most mythical and important series ever. So okay, I think getting to where we want to go is going to be quite difficult, unless I'm just following the map wrong, and I think that's what's happening right now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Half-Life Alyx is coming out. Is coming out in 10 days from today. From actually not even 10 days, 9 days from today. And I am saying that I am really excited about it. It's probably between Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, and Resident Evil 3. The game that I'm the most excited about is actually Half-Life Alyx. It is going to be amazing, and previews have already only not I won't say previews because the only outlet to actually allow to talk about it right now, because I'm pretty sure reviewers already have it and people already playing it and preparing reviews and stuff. But the only outlet that has been allowed to publish things has been IGN, and they've said just straight up it is just as a masterpiece as the original two games. And to anyone that knows, this is a quote. What I'm going to cite right now. It is a quotation from Ken Levine. Ken Levine, the maker of System Shock and BioShock, one of the people that I admire the most in the industry. So this is just no random guy saying stuff. It's somebody who actually knows what he's talking about. He says the industry, and that is including himself, they have been playing catch up with Half-Life all this time. They've been playing catch up interesting, with Half-Life all this time. So what does that mean? That means that the Half-Life is so influential that the industry, what is it? Capacity. Oh, I'm going to actually put it on my handgun. Um, it is so that game was so important and so big, and it changed so much. And not only on first person shooters, everything, like the way to tell stories in games and stuff, that nobody they've been just playing by those numbers. They've been playing by those tunes since then. Even big franchises like the BioShock and the Shock games and many other games, even your Call of Duties, every game that has a single player with heavy environmental narrative, you owe that to Half-Life. It's just that simple.
What do you think of Lower City?
It's just that simple. Every game, every game that has environmental narrative and the type of storytelling that melds with gameplay and stuff, all of it owes it to, all of them owe them to Half-Life. So yeah, Ken Levine, he said like he owes so much to that game that he's been playing catch up for since ever, since BioShock and those games. So, which also means that it's time to refresh and change things a little bit, shake up things a little bit. But that's another topic. But well, the point is that at least IGN, the preview that they put up, they said the game is just as masterpiece or as good as this is. Okay, let's just say big parenthesis before I continue. This detail, I don't remember seeing this level of detail on the console version. It is actually mind blowing, or either that or I just forgot about it. But it is mind blowing, and you know what? It actually reminds me of Midgard, and it's kind of like a teaser to Final Fantasy VII remake, because we're gonna see a lot of things like this. Anyways, let's continue. No, yeah, this guy's gonna be there. Um,
走开！你会把收割者召回的。
emulating real life, and oh shit! Good thing that I said I'm not going to do that. So, oh, just Starlar. I remember always missing that jump, by the way. Yeah, they said Half-Life Alyx is going to be for VR, which is also very exciting to me, particularly because I am very invested in VR. I love VR. I'm a VR guy. But they said this is going to do for. Okay. This is going to do for VR what Half-Life. Oh fuck! Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 made for FPSs. So they already said that this game is shaping up to be VR's golden killer app. And how am I gonna get there? And also it's shaping up to be one of the most important games ever. And there is a feature that is not going to be included because they didn't have time to make it that way. But okay, yeah, this works. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna see shades of it. But yeah, the way sure, this guy's around here, I think. Yeah, I think it's here.
Who are you?
Okay, you don't have any Icarus landing gear, dude. So it's going to hurt. It's gonna hurt, but I need to get rid of this witness.
They use a company shuttle to.
Okay, I hope you don't see anything, my friend. I won't be here for long, so I'm gonna be done with this head and just be gone. Plus, this guy is garbage, so I'm pretty sure you also want him just gone. But he didn't even drop that high. Okay, let me just loot his apartment, like this scumbag that I am. And then I'm gonna drop it even further. Nothing. I actually like this apartment. Very nice. Small. Very cool. Very cozy. So yeah, they're already saying it is going to do for VR what Half-Life and Half-Life 2 did for first-person shooters. That's a tall order. I just play Half-Life 2, the whole series. I played Black Mesa. I haven't played the OG, the original games or the Source Port. I play straight up Black Mesa. And the campaign has been complete since October last year on beta, and I've been unsubscribed to beta, so I was able to play the whole campaign. I know Black Mesa just released out of early access this week, but yeah, you could play the whole game for a while now. So I'm pretty sure it has way more polish and stuff. So I'll probably revisit it sometime later. But anyways, my point is that I just replay Half-Life, the Half-Life series recently, so pretty fresh. And it's fair to say that of course, after playing many games since then, I'm talking about playing Bioshocks and thousand games that I played since 2007, 2008, that I played Half-Life 2, and even longer for Half-Life 1. Never replayed those for a long while, so it's fair to say that I had it was kind of like experiencing again for the first time. There were a lot of things that I took for granted or that I didn't know they were as revolutionary because, yeah, you just took it for granted back then. But man, those games. I do need to play the OG, the original Half-Life though, to get the full picture, the full scope, because of course Black Mesa plays with the Source engine. So it is a little bit more of a Half-Life 2 than the original Half-Life. But man, especially Half-Life 2 is just in another level, man. It still holds up, and still I can still call it a masterpiece. It is annoying. I played with a mod that made the game annoying to me, but I didn't realize it until I figured that the mod actually messed up the AI for the enemies. Once I learned that, I just fixed a couple things on the mod, and I was able to play it with beautiful graphics, some updated mechanics, and nothing too intrusive. And because again, modders like to mess up with the fucking difficulty and stuff, and design why is the only thing. And this is like one of the things like people like say like, oh, you get to play with mods and PC and stuff. It is not necessarily good, man. It is not necessarily good. I mean, at least the guys who made this mod, the mod that I use is called the M mod, for Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and 2 too, as well. Um, they allow you to customize. It has a lot of options and a lot of customization that allow you to, and they did not change anything of the level design, so it still plays the same. So it doesn't have any of the bullshit of revision, and fuck you revision again. I've told you that's gonna be the gag for this series. The fuck you revision gag. Fuck you revision. They did not mess anything of the level design, nothing like that. They just like updated some of the mechanics. For example, they added iron sights to the guns, and then upgraded some of the effects with a steel source engine. They pretty much Half-Life 2, the original one. They added like some of the episode 1 and 2 features, some of the newer source engine features, particle support, better lighting stuff. So things that are still part of the praxis points, lady. That's what I need. How oh fuck! I still don't. Okay, Typhoon now. Okay, that's enough. I hope that lady pays me a pretty penny for killing that pimp, and because I need to afford that praxis point, and gameplay wise, they did mess up with the AI, but the thing is, you can just disable the AI enhancements. In fact, you can customize it in such a way that you can still get some realistic. They said like they made the AI more immersive, but what they did, because they didn't change AI routines and stuff, you cannot do that. The game is already baked and stuff, so doing that is going deep into programming. So they didn't change any of the AI routines or anything of enemies, or didn't change their health values or nothing like that. But what they did is that the two main things that affect gameplay, they actually frustrated me until I realized, and I fixed them. Is that one, and this is on the original game, bullets are not traced on the original game, meaning that if you, for example, if you shoot, like I'm sorry, I'm gonna save spam, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm going to show you something. Like all games after Half-Life 2 do it. Everything that came out after Half-Life 2. Actually, Half-Life. Actually, I don't remember my story of games that well. Um, but it's something I heard. I learned a lot. I learned about a while ago. The first game to introduce what I'm going to show you was I think Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare game, Call of Duty 4. So, for example, shooters back in the day, whenever you pull the trigger and shoot, actually I think this game doesn't do it. It does play the animation, and it shows it shows a calculation where the bullet should hit. So, for example, this decal is like the animation playing, decal appearing somewhere, right? And you could like program the bullet on such a way that you can accurately or approximately calculate, for example, when it should hit, when you should expect the bullet to hit or something. But you do not have, and this is the important part, you do not have an actual bullet shooting out. It is just a flash and a bullet coming out. And I am pretty sure the game doesn't trace bullets. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But Half-Life, the original Source engine, didn't do it either. So whenever the enemy shoot, bullets will automatically just hit you. And in fact, you wouldn't have time to like dodge bullets and stuff because they have a fixed value on when they were expected to hit whenever you heard or whenever the shooting animation played. So first, that makes unrealistic. That makes things. It is just like playing an animation of somebody getting shot to make it more accurately. In fact, that's the way how it works. It is easier if you just think about how bullets work and how the aiming works on the original Doom. On the original Doom, you do not have to aim. You do not have to. The only thing that you have to is line up your sight or your crosshair to the general directions where enemies are. Just hit the shoot button, and the animation will just decide if the enemy was shot or not. So that's how every shooter from the 90s did it. Probably one or two did not. Some of the most demanding games. I'm pretty sure Half-Life 1 did not do it, and Half-Life Episode 1 and 2 did not do it either. But it is part of the source engine because CS Counter-Strike Go does it, and Team Fortress does it. The one I'm going to explain in a moment. This game doesn't do it. For what I tested right now, I'm pretty sure this game doesn't do it. Doesn't trace the bullets. And if I'm not mistaken, again, I don't remember right because it's been too long since I learned about this, so I'm not that. I'm just wondering about and talking to you guys. It's been a long while. So but I think the first game that actually did it was Modern Warfare 4. That started tracing bullets. So what is tracing bullets? Just as the name implies, instead of having a bullet animation or a shooting animation playing whenever you press the trigger, and the game decided if the bullet hit or not, which makes games more difficult for starters because you cannot just avoid damage. It just depends on RNG all the time. It depends on RNG. What it does, it actually animates or it actually simulates a bullet coming out from the gun and flying across the screen and hitting the target. So on again, and actually you can see it in Modern Warfare and all Call of Duties for that matter. You can see the bullets tracing around. Like whenever you shoot, you can see like bullets like they are shaped like zigzag lines flying around. And that's what the game does. It doesn't render. That's the next step, and that's where I'm going. I'm going to talk in a moment. I'm going to tell you an example of that. But third-person shooters and first-person shooters and all shooter games that released after Modern Warfare, for sure I can tell. Well, not all of them because this game didn't do it, but the majority of games, that came out after Modern Warfare, especially skill-based games, they do that. They simulate or they simulate bullets just flying around and they calculate distances and flight travel, and in some instances, um, for example, on the sniper games, it calculates like flight and air resistance and air drag and all that stuff. So it makes gameplay much more, first of all, realistic, fun in my opinion, and skill based, and of course you need a most robust physical engine, of course, first, and also you need a pretty beefy computing power for that. Um, that was like back at that day. Right now is completely a non-issue. So yeah, that's how. And just before I finish this, a little cultural game technology talk. There is one game though that goes above and beyond. One game that goes above, and the only one that I can think of, actually, now that I'm trying to think of what other games do it. But there is one game that it goes actually above and beyond and makes it like takes it to another way and another level that another game has done it. And that's Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3. And in fact, I think actually Fear does it too. I think that actually I might actually be mistaken. I need to look that up. Because I actually think Fear does it too, now that I think about it. So if that's the case, Fear would be the first shooter to introduce that technology. But anyways, I look it up. I look it up my facts, and I can update you later if I remember next week. But what Max Payne 3 does is it renders, like physically renders. It has a 3D model of each bullet. So whenever you shoot, it's not only the calculations going around, but if, for example, you pause the game or you have the ability to go frame by frame, which you actually do on Max Payne, because it's part of. They made it just for flexing, because they wanted to show their cinematic cameras and stuff, their cinematic views and stuff when the slow-mo kills and all that. But the bullets there, they are not only physically rendered, but they are physically rendered, but they are not only physically simulated, they are physically rendered. You have actually an actual physical model coming out of the bullet, being calculated step by step, and it is affected by gravity and by real life ballistics and stuff. So that's just insane. It takes a lot of computing power, which again right now is not a big issue anymore. Back then it was a big issue. So now I'm actually intrigued. I need to figure it out. So going back to Half-Life, yeah, he's been taken care.
Dead.
Give me 2,000 credits so I can buy my praxis point.
Just leave it at that.
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh my,
That
well,
is
it
not
did
something
get
I
a
wish
praxis
to
point,
treat lightly.
but it was only
But
1,000
his
credits, really?
does bring me relief. Thank you.
Just glad I could help.
You
You're
saved
welcome.
us, Mr. Jensen. Money does not feel like enough thanks for what you have done. But
Yeah,
here's
well.
the payment promised. I hope you will be satisfied with it.
Oh yeah, I did get to. Oh yeah, I'm actually very satisfied, lady. Thank you. I wish you well, and you and your honorable. And I'm not being sarcastic because I do think sex work is honorable. Honorable business. I wish you prosperity. Um. Yeah. So coming back to Half-Life. So after all that talk of technology and stuff, the original Half-Life 1, of course, and 2, And this is something I noticed because actually Black Mesa does bullet tracing and realistic ballistics. You can actually with the M mod you can enable and disable that. Half-Life 1 had the old school shooting system. So whenever you got shot, especially by enemies, you were hit all the time. You were hit all the time. So that made the game because and also the AI on Half-Life, and I think it was well, I don't know. I don't want to talk out of my ass. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna mention that. I'm not gonna go there. But the AI on that game is very aggressive. The enemies are really aggressive. People who has played that game, I know what I'm talking about. The Combine are fucking ferocious. So the game is quite difficult, and having enemies that bullets magically teleport from one place to another makes it even tougher. Even tougher. Unfair. I would even say unfair, balance wise. The thing is, it also Freeman's all your character bullets do teleport, so it's the same. The only bullet that does not actually, and it's actually a perfect example in the same game, and that's how we know that this is how we know that this feature belongs into the Source engine. The the crossbolt, the crossbow gun that shoots the fire bolts, the they're not even bolts, they're like just steel rods, hot steel rods. They actually do fly and they're affected by ballistics.
You need practice software? Neuroprotein? Something else? Look at computer.
There's actually, I think somebody made a really good video about that. Now that I think about it. Oh, they have more. They have one more praxis point. Okay, I'm gonna buy it eventually. Thank you, sweetheart. Let us update before we continue. Oh, I have 3! Huh. Nice. I am going to buy me. Sprint enhancement. That's why I could not. That's the reason why I could not make that jump. See, now I jump like Mario Bros. Not like a freaking block. Yeah, so that's how we know. That's how we know that engine does have that feature. But so you can toggle that in and out. You can toggle that on and off. So meaning, yeah, you can play either with trace bullets, or you can play with magical teleporting bullets. So that's one thing. It doesn't make the game necessarily easier. It just makes it more fair and balanced, and makes it on more immersive. So I just disable teleporting bullets, and there's that. So it still makes combat and encounters fun, but it doesn't make it in such a way that is frustrating. So that's one. The other thing that you can disable and enable, there are actually 2 more things now that I think about. Well, one more thing besides 3 things. Three huge things that you can do. There are other things that you cannot enable and disable that affect gameplay but doesn't make it easier or different or enhance the quality of life. The next, yeah, sure, this trick, okay. The next thing, and this is what made the whole difference, and this is something that they added on the mod, and unless you actually pay attention, you will not know that it's enabled, and it will fuck you up. And this is where I got frustrated. Is you can improve. It has an option to improve the combine's aiming. What does that mean? If you have that enabled and teleporting bullets enabled, that means every time the combine attacks, they will hit you regardless. And it doesn't matter how far they are. It doesn't matter who they are and what weapons they're using. You will have your health just melt away, and that's fucking annoying. You have no idea. So at the beginning of when I started playing with the mod, without knowing that that was enabled, I was just getting my ass handed. I'm like, dude, am I this bad at the game? I wasn't even playing on hard. I was playing on normal. I remember the game being difficult on the PS3, but the PS3 is notorious for being Okay, let me just hear that because I don't wanna. Okay. You
Merlin,
fuckers.
you might have been right about that
Ah,
trade.
man, it looks
HRK
beautiful.
Garden is
It
on
looked
the
like
market.
ass on PS3, but now it
Some
looks
seeds.
beautiful,
Bell
man.
Tower? They're the
Oh my
police in Lower
goodness.
Henshaw, Jensen. They're under contract with the Chinese government. You think the Chinese...
I won't know anything until I get inside that penthouse.
Those bell tower idiots are tearing the whole building apart.
Yeah,
Especially the
it's a
penthouse.
little complicated. It's probably just as hard as the level that we finished a moment ago.
Sorry, pal. No one's allowed in right now.
Okay, we gotta find a way in. There should be a way in just around the corner somewhere. With my newfound super jump up. There you go. As below, as above, so below. Um, I gotta save. I haven't saved in a while. So yeah, and then I checked on the mod and I'm like, does the mod changes the AI? And I did see this tag that whenever I see on a mod, I realize they fucked up something on the game difficulty. Immersive combat or immersive enemy difficulty. If you see that on a mod, be sure that they fucked up the balance of the game, and you gotta check what they fucked and see if it's possible to toggle or untoggle it. For example, something that they made to be immersive, and again, fuck your revision mod to make the game more immersive, quote unquote, was making cameras uh, invulnerable. That was some bullshit. Immersive. This you could do on the original Deus Ex, but it's also a Half-Life feature. Oh shit. Okay, shooting right now is not advised. I gotta shoot things anyways. Eventually, we gotta get into a shootout, but I want to avoid it as much as possible. I need to. Oh fuck. That's what I was trying to avoid. Like always, I fucked it up. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, they don't. So you enable tracing bullets. You disable the improved aiming, and that makes gunfights better balanced. Oh, that makes it easier. No, it doesn't make them easier because you still have a shitload of combine ganking on you, and you still have to reload save files all the time. Okay, I might need to go guns blazing because these guys are are way better prepared to handle me. I could just typhoon actually. Did I get do they have like any sort of no, so that's different. Breather. I might need that on a future. That punch through walls is fun, but it's useless. You only use it like twice in the entire game, but it's really fun. Skin. Oh yeah, armor. This is what I need to buy. I think I need to buy more armor. Okay, next practice points will go into armor. In the meantime, I'm just gonna fuck them up. Cat and mouse fuck them up. Hit and run. Cause I really don't want to be dealing with bullshit. Plus, I've been playing Doom, so I feel action. I feel like an action man right now. A man of action. And yeah, so you can do that. You can enable and disable the aimbot for the AI. Just pop up for a second. Thank you. Thank you. The other thing that it adds that makes the game easier, and this literally makes the game easier, but it's fun. It's good. I mean, it's a good addition. I don't think that it makes the game completely unfair and unbalanced to your favor. It's it adds a regen health system, like actually the one here on Deus Ex, but it is not as powerful, and you don't become Wolverine. It doesn't, and it works in such a way that you actually only regen about 20 points of health. So you can, like, for example, if you are on your very last point of health, it makes it so you can stand one more hit. Actually, I think it does trace bullets, now that I think about it. It might not. I don't know. I'm making enemies of these guys. But these guys are like contractors, so don't really give a fuck. They're not police or anything, so I really have no remorse or no qualms to kill them. And I gotta make it fun for you guys, so. Switch to my trusty, Oh, he's wanna flank me, huh? Let's do it this way. Then. Oh shit.
Where are you?
Ah.
No more.
All right. Fuck you too.
Where are you?
And I still don't know how to. I still have no clue how to lethal take them out lethally. No, I don't want a shotgun. The fuck? Not because I got more space means that I just gonna pick up shotgun. The only shotgun that is actually worth it is Doom's shotgun. That one is fun. Actually, the one on Fear also. And I was playing Fear just that while ago. That's why I have that fresh. So it's a good game. It's a good game, but it's actually a really great game. Now that I think about it, it's just the movement is just weird. It moves like Resident Evil 7 actually. Yeah, it actually kind of feels like playing Resident Evil 7 now that I think about it. Alright, so yeah, so I play Half-Life 2 with mods and stuff, mod, clears up some stuff, upgrades some of the visuals, nothing too intrusive or intensive like the revision mod, nothing bullshit like that. And let's process up and beautifies the game. I'm gonna close the door, hold on. My dog is barking, so let me see if there's someone at the door. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I think there was someone at the door, but I'm literally expecting no one, so I'm not gonna open the door. If any of my friends is coming up, which they never come, so there is no point or no reason why some random dude just should show up to my house. They can just send me a message and let me know they're downstairs. Whatever. And yeah, that was random. Sorry for that, guys. Yeah, so and that game still holds up a lot, man. I don't think it is necessarily an immersive sim because it lacks some of the immersive sims most definitive features, like for example the light RPG systems. It doesn't have a light RPG systems, but it is close. In fact, some people might argue, and I could not argue against it, that it is an immersive sim. Some people say Half-Life is an immersive sim. I will not contradict them, but I also personally I would not call it an immersive sim. But it has a lot of emergent gameplay and a lot of experimentation and shit like that. Fuck, that was hardcore, man. That was hardcore. Combat rifle, yeah. Yes, I can. Pick. Let me just throw you away, buddy. Fall off. Let me show you my newfound skill of faking suicide. I got it, care, so yeah, 5-0, not a biggie. Fall. Fall. Oh, buddy. Damn. That sucked. For him. But he was the one shooting at my face. Or trying to shoot my face. So so now that I talked about that, those random stuff about Half-Life. So yeah, Half-Life Alyx is coming out on the 23rd, which is Monday for some reason. They're releasing the game on Monday. I wish it was this Monday because it's a holiday here, so I will not. I don't have work. And I will stream it. I will stream some of it on Monday and Friday. I'm gonna stream Friday some more Alex for you guys because I know, and I don't want to sound elitist of a fucking asshole. That's not the point. But I know a lot of you guys are interested in the game, but not many have the gear to play it. Because, and this is the main criticism the game is garnering, and I agree to a point. I mean, I do agree because I spend a lot of money to be able to have the and not because of this game. I got it because I'm a big VR supporter. I'm a huge VR supporter, and I wanted PC VR for the longest time. So I was gonna get an Oculus Rift or a Vive. I actually want to get an Index, but it's not being sold here. So I do have already the money. So once the Index is sold here, and I also need to do some modifications to my room because that thing does require to have bases around the place and more space. I'm gonna get that. It's probably gonna be my next get set. But anyways, I was gonna get and I love the Rift test. I love the Rift test. There's a lot of people saying like it's not like the best, whatever. I don't know. I haven't used a Vive. I didn't use the original Rift. I never tried it. My only experience was PlayStation VR. But man, the Rift test is an awesome piece of gear, man, especially for VR enthusiasts. The whole inside-out tracking makes it very convenient. So and this is an advice to anyone who wants to get into VR. If you do not have a powerful VR, I mean a powerful headset, I mean a computer, get an Oculus Quest, which is on many people's opinion. I do not know because I have not tried it myself, but in many people's mind, it is the best VR headset. What the fuck? Where the fuck am I now? I got lost. Okay, let me just. I got lost. And once you get a powerful PC, you can just hook it up to the PC and use it as similar to a Rift. It still has lower visual fidelity because it does not. How? Okay, I am so puzzled right now. How are we here? That's the only thing that I don't like about rooftop levels is that it's really hard not only navigate, but just get your bearings. Your bearings about the place. Okay, let me get my handgun again. Or not. Actually, nothing will shoot me from this point onward. At least in this mission. Because getting a PC, I spent close to 2200 bucks to get a PC decent enough to play. That's the only thing about the Quest. If you get it, you won't be able to play Half-Life Alyx anyways. You need to have a PC, and a very beefy PC for that matter. at least a 2060 or a 1060, 1070 graphics card, an i5 processor, or Ryzen 3 35X, the one that I have, by the way, a 35 lot of RAM, a lot of high-speed RAM and stuff. So it takes a lot of processing power, at least on specs wise. And I did pay premium for my computer. I'm not premium. I did play above average, not premium. I don't have a 2080 Ti, for example, which I kind of want to get eventually, but it's way too expensive. And oh fuck, we're back to square one. And but yeah, you need to have a good PC for Alex. Let's see, is it here? Let's try.
Access granted.
Alright. Save. I don't think it is here. I think it was pointing me out to that hallway, but that's fine. We'll get some experience points and stuff, and we'll probably have some cool look, like hacking software, for example. We can loot the toilet paper. Oh, these guys have bidets. Never mind, they don't have toilet paper. And that's a joke that will sour like old milk. Should I? Oh man, I'm such an evil guy. What am I doing? Why are you not stopping me, people? Why are you letting me be such an asshole?
Access granted.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's the door. Let's close the door. Not in my face. Let's close the door. Will have been in such a way that they won't know anyone was here. I will even scroll this back to. Oh yeah, it's auto scrolls. And if they come and see, they'll be like, "Oh, we'll probably just left it on." That's why. No, I figured it out. Yeah, so I'm gonna be streaming because I know a lot of people are interested on playing Half-Life Alyx, but not many people has the gear to play it. At least until we don't have, and I'm gonna go in deep on that. Okay, I'm gonna go deep on Half-Life Alyx in a second. Just letting you know my schedule for that. So I'm gonna be streaming on Monday, just a couple hours. The start of the game. I won't be able to do it early because I have work that day. But I'm gonna be playing like the first 2 hours or something, and I'm gonna give you my first impressions. I have very high expectations for that game. Very high expectations so far. And so yeah, that's gonna happen on Monday. Friday, most likely I will be way more advanced, but I'm going to just random stream, just pick up where I left and just continue. Or if I didn't finish Doom Eternal, I might just play Doom Eternal from Monday and just Friday continue my playthrough. So you can play with me along. That depends. That depends a lot on how it all plays out. I mean, how long the game is. What?
What are you doing here?
Fuck. Fuck. I didn't know. I had to come prepared for fighting. Yeah, so that's the 23rd. Then the next week, we don't have a release, but we're gonna have that Resident Evil 2 marathon that I was talking about. So we'll have that game, and then the next week, the week afterwards, Resident Evil 3 is coming out, and the week after is Final Fantasy 7 remake. So it is start for the hunt season. It's the start of the hunt season. It's going to get crazy from this point onward, up until June when it will plateau. Because after that is a month after Final Fantasy 7 remake, we have and I'm skipping a lot of in betweeners. There's a bunch of other games. For example, Neo launched yesterday, and I didn't get it. I'm actually not don't feel like getting it. I liked the first Neo a lot, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like getting a Neo 2. I might get it once it launches on PC or on sale. And it's more about Koei Tecmo kind of like putting me off with their practices as of late at their games. So it's more of that than the actual game itself. So I don't know. I'm undecided on Neo on PS4. I might get it once it launches on PC. Not sure yet. There you go. Now that I knew, I was able to just get rid of him easily. Oh man, this guy just fell. That I'm gonna do one like that because they actually look realistic. I'm such a fucking asshole when it comes to placing immersive sims. There is that, and then what else is coming out? Oh, I've been playing Grand Blue Fantasy, as I mentioned last week. There is what else is coming out in those days? Don't remember, but there's another game. There's another game that's coming out in April. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! You know what? You know what? Fuck it. And I only got 2 of them. Oh, I almost died. That was a close call. And I did waste a Typhoon bullet. I did not need to. I did not need to waste it, but it's alright. It's alright. It saved us in a pinch. That's what it is made for. For pinch saving. I used to have a bed like this actually. They're kind of nice. They're kind of nice. I wouldn't now. I'm just gonna walk down here just to get the explorer points. And don't remember what. Yeah, I remember. I remember wasting on one of my playthroughs. I wasted strength, praxis points to get strength to move that shit. I think it was even my very first playthrough, if I'm not mistaken, because I couldn't get past these guys. Fuck! The fuck happened here, man? The fuck happened here? Oh, let me just reload. Oh, they actually broke into his place. I remember this now. Oh yeah, that's right. What I'm talking about. This is the guy who was using the Cholo guy as hack as proxy for the gig on Sarif's industry. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to grab shit. Okay. I don't know if those post-its will help. I think the password is in one of these posters anyway. Because otherwise I feel like that's going to be a tough hack. Fuck. Okay, let's try hacking then. If not, I got my it's a one level one. What was I panicking about? Stop. Stop again. Now what am I doing here? Alright.
Access granted.
Alright, let's read that in silence really quick. I'm sorry again, I don't have evil disease. I just have the fan blowing on my face. I'm fine. I actually have kind of stomach ache a little bit. Whatever I ate yesterday was not it did not sit well with my stomach. Okay, next up to the hive.
The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
Alright. Alright, so next up, the hive. We're gonna show our dance moves there. And I need to prep my gun because we might have to come out guns blazing. Or we could just go through the back door, which I think that's what we're gonna do. Not here, it's not a back door, it's here. So what's he saying? Where was it? Okay, where was the... Oh, fuck it. Oh, here you go. This is what I was looking for. Actually, I could just drop. I have the fucking Icarus landing gear. I am Icarus, the son of Perseus. Oh boy, oh boy. Look at that beautiful animation. Me against the earth. Me pushing gravity away. Badass. Badass. But this is not the way out. And I might have actually run that. And okay, so about the topic of VR especially.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is he's tied to the triads.
China's organized crime lord.
Tracer
How
Tong?
wonderful. And
Or a
one
Tracer
piece of
Tong
his pie.
associate. It is a Tracer Tong associate, I think. Landing gear, pushing the earth away. I just jumped and I wasn't even thinking about my charges, right? Oh well. All that ends well is well. And all right, so we've seen a lot of criticism and a lot of sourness about Alex, Half-Life Alex coming as a VR only game. People are calling it a spin-off. Number one, it is not a spin-off. I heard, and this is it's not that I have insider knowledge or anything, but I heard from educated people, people that knows, people at Valve, and people that with good reputation, journalistic integrity. This game was internally known as Half-Life 3. That was the development name of the game. So that's one. It is big. It's huge for them. It's a huge project. Valve is very invested on VR. They made their own headset. They have been supporting the majority of the VR market. Well, PlayStation still does, as per market share. I think that's already kind of like switching. I think right now is Oculus with the Quest, but it's still muddy. But the thing is, Steam VR is the biggest platform for VR right now. And I'm not fanboy, and I don't like Steam. Many of you know
You
that.
telling me I gotta pay to get into this dive?
We've got a reputation to keep. Can't let just anyone get in here.
Just anyone with the money?
No pay, no play. You want in or not?
Fuck, that hurts.
Welcome to the hive.
Holy shit! It is an expensive club. I don't know how much is the value of a credit here, but holy shit, was that expensive. Now I feel kind of redeemed at the fact that I looted that poor people's house. Damn, that was expensive. Where am I sitting on credits wise? Fuck. Okay.
Seconds because my dad works for me. What? Hey, don't start anything with me.
Ooh, let's dance. This is the moment of truth. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Because if they don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they are not friends of mine. I say, we could go if we want to. If you don't, nobody will. We can dance with... I don't remember the whole lyrics. Yeah, this is the moment of truth. This is with the game with this game where this game turns from a good game into a legend. Check out those moves, man. Check out those moves. Oh yeah. All right.
Yo, Ro. Huh? It's all about. They say the owner of this place is connected, you know, with the triad. Smart.
想要什么东西 Starbucks 才去。
I think I can actually look here. Here? No.
You've got to be kidding.
Here. Oh yeah. Check out those moves, man.
你是怎么进来的？
All right, so a lot of people are sour. This is Valve's big move into VR. This is their This is the all. I'm going to sound very hyperbolic and just like hyping out of my ass, but I am very honest and I do believe this. This is the make or break moment for VR. There is already a bunch of good experiences on VR, and I'm talking from Quest, PlayStation VR, PC VR. They already make the experience worthwhile. Getting right now VR is worthwhile. It's still a very very expensive expense and investment, but you can get a lot out of it. For example, I just got really. I just got a steering wheel setup and playing racing sims, Gran Turismo and what's it called, Project Cars and stuff on the racing wheel and the VR headset. It's just insane, man, insane.
想要什么东西
Where is the guy that I'm looking for?
Work here.
Oh, look at this! Look at that!
I need to see your boss.
Hold on, I want to pay attention to this.
I'm sorry, Guido. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to
That's
get no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him.
Ha!
What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
Adam, chill, my friend, chill, dude.
Wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
Here's Mr. Tong. Insist.
Damn right. Van Bruggen had a whole team from Bell Tower waiting for him in his apartment. You obviously have no idea how deep this goes, so get out of the way and let me see Tong before I stop asking nice.
Taking the non-subtle way, are we? Fine. If you must know, Tong is watching the Van Bruggen situation very carefully. And that's more information than you deserve. Now it's time you were leaving. Go back to your own country. There's nothing for you here.
Oh, there is. Oh, there is.
You see that bodyguard over there? If you're gonna play tricks on Aguilo, you gotta train your people better. Everything about him is shouting out who you really are, Mr. Tong. Now how about we go someplace private? Unless you want everyone in the club to know what you're hiding.
Fine. Fine.
Ha!
I'll meet you in my office, downstairs in the basement. The boys will let you through.
I mean, you don't have to. Adam Jensen, you don't have to be an asshole, man. You could just come like, hey, we have a common goal, dude, and come help or whatnot. I mean, you just took a hit job and on your freaking 5 minutes. I know, Ben. I know I am the one who's controlling him, but yeah. All right, so I was saying, yeah, so playing racing sims on VR is just on a different another level, man. You have games like Super Hot VR. You have games like Asura's Wrath on the Oculus Rift S, which is it's God of War in VR. Let me just put it that way, and I'm not being hyperbolic. It doesn't have the mature narrative of God of War, but
So, we got some privacy now. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones.
shit's gonna go down.
Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pots.
I'm gonna chuck to my water.
Sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you found him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Oh shit! Shit is gonna go down. Shit is gonna start going down actually from this point onward. That's cool. That's cool art. Thank you, Tong. Was that freaking difficult?
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Oh boy. That was a waste of time.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm not on their side. They were nice. I came in shouting to their place. They might have some credits for me.
You got a favorite poison?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers.
I like how freaking gritty Adam Jensen looks like.
None of my usual guys are available, and this problem, it involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
He is not honest, but he's much.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Heng Sha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her client's needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes. But it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does. And that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town. A series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy orgs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
Alright. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. I need the money. I really don't, but we never know, right? So oh yeah, so Asher's Wrath is God of War on VR, and I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm serious. Check out gameplay. Check out gameplay. It is the storytelling is more corny, but the combat system and everything, dude, it is God of War on VR. Then there is this one game by what's their face? The company Insomniac that might show up actually not on current PSVR, and that's gonna take me to my next to one of my that kind of goes hand in hand with one of my other things I want to mention about VR and Half-Life Alyx. But Insomniac made this game called Stormland. I just picked it up not too long ago, and it is incredible. It is a shooter game. It is like Far Cry on VR. That's the easiest way I can put it. But that's just making it simplified. You can play on co-op and stuff, and you play with robots and stuff, and it is pretty much a Far Cry. It is very good.
Good job.
Very good.
I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
I think his voice acting is kind of racist, to be honest. I think I'll have even enough time to... No, I won't be able to capture that shit.
Access granted.
Inactive.
1 down, 2 to go, my friend.
And I have no software left, which is going to make things way difficult. Hold on, I need to do something. Turn off. I had a NVIDIA GeForce Experience on, and it's taxing to the computer. Not taxing like in it's going to burn, but yeah, the little bit of memory that I can save by turning it off, it helps. Especially once with the next game that I'm gonna play after I'm done with today's stream. Because I think I fucked it up. Okay, yeah, it's up there. I shouldn't have left the roofs. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Stormland, and they are coming out with this game. I just forgot the name. It is a horror game based on a horror manga, and it's not world horror. That's a completely different game, and that's another game that I want to show you guys. But that's not VR. That's a pancake game, and it's one of the best games that I played this year so far. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to show you that, guys, but haven't had the time. And I think the game right now is on an early access, so we can still hold up for a little bit on that. But anyways, I was saying this game. Don't remember the name, but it's coming out like in few weeks, right after Final Fantasy VII remake. And where is that shit? Cause I just fell and it's not there. Um, it looks badass, and it's a horror game with action and stuff, but it has like some like outstanding graphics. There's this game that is like a Streets of Rage, but in VR. Fist of Fury, I think it's called. Then you have, of course, Boneworks, which is like one of the must plays on VR. Pavlov, which a lot of people play. I haven't played it. I'm not into that type. Oh, there you go. That's where you are. I am not into those type of games. But yeah, it's there. And then some other. There's a bunch of good games already. But um, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna use my. Hold on. I'm gonna use my cheat sheet. Did I gain a? Because I might actually make it easier for me right now. Yeah, I do have a access point. Actually, I can make it easier for me. I might have chosen wrong. That helps though. It does help. But I might have chosen this instead, or this instead. That does help though. Actually, I should have chosen this. I should have chosen that. Okay. Oh well. What I got? No, actually, I chose the of everything that I could have chosen. I chose the worst. By chance, actually, you know what? Not really. Cause I can. There you go. There you go. Inactive.
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.
And I think this one is gonna be hard to find. I remember always getting lost trying to find this one. Man, oh gosh, I'm just gushing. And this is the PS3 didn't have this level of detail, and this is so freaking cyberpunk. So freaking cyberpunk. It looks beautiful, man. I kind of like when I did this and I walked back. It kind of got me like like a Blade Runner vibes really bad. I'm sorry, guys. I love my Cyberpunk, and yeah, this is probably one of the, and playing it on man, playing it on with these settings, man, it's just making it even more beautiful. It was, I don't take me wrong, it was a beautiful game also back in the day, but you could not appreciate the little details because of the power of the consoles back then was not good enough, and I did not have a powerful. I don't even think a computer from back then could run it how it is looking right now with a more modern PCs on 4K, and I am not playing on 4K though because of the HUD. It's unlegible without on 4K. But I mean like the still like on 2K it just looks beautiful, man. Awesome level of detail. And where is this shit at? There you go. Shit. What the hell? Disconnect. I did choose spamming.
Access denied.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay, let's try it once again. If not, I'm gonna use the cheat sheet. Or I just look for the cheat sheet in the meantime. Alright, let's try it once again.
Access denied.
Oh my god. I think I'm doing it wrong though. Alright, while that cools down, um, Yeah, I do highly believe Half-Life Alyx is the make or break for VR. So there's still a lot of there is already a lot of great content, but I don't think it still justifies the price of VR because it's too much. It is too much. Buying a good enough computer, it starts in you need to buy a computer at least 700, 600, $1,000, and then a VR headset, and then the whole setup, and then the Oculus Quest is not good enough. I mean, the Oculus Quest is really good to get your toes dipped into VR, and I highly recommend you if you want to get into VR. But the biggest experiences there are not are not on the Quest yet. You can go the PlayStation route, which is good. That's how I started, and there's a lot of good stuff. But the big stuff are coming out. Is coming out on PC right now. So, but Alex, Alex could be the game that can justify the price of a VR headset and a VR capable computer. So I have a lot of hypes, a lot of hopes and hype behind that game. I hope I hope it does achieve that potential. So far, it's looking like it. So far, it is looking like it. Okay, I really don't wanna mess with the hacking anymore, cause okay, I'm gonna mess with the hacking once again because I think that I am messing I am fucking it up, cause I think this is what we should be doing first, and then a spam. Dis- Disconnect now. It's not gonna work. That is bullshit. I do need RNGs there. And never mind. I mean, doesn't matter because I got the fucking code here. Fuck you.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon.
How soon is now?
And I've got it.
That was
Jaya is
soon.
hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her
Oh, really close by.
over there and get us the money she owes.
Really close by. I'll get your money. Don't you worry, my friend. I'll get your motherfucking money. And yeah, I have I ain't hype. I am very excited about it. Okay, no, I thought that it was that safe that we looted, and I'm like, oh shit, I think that I know where the money is. It's on. I think I already got your money back in the as the entry fee to your bar, but no, it's not that. It's where the hacker was. So yeah, I have a lot of hope. Okay, now there's a lot of people sour for VR, right? That is coming out on VR only. There's a lot of people asking and port begging. I hate port begging. And it's irrational hate. I don't have arguments. I just don't like. I just don't like port begging. I don't know why. There is no rational thoughts behind it.
Another one of Tong's thugs? Well,
Yes.
get out! I told him I won't pay another credit.
Yes.
That's a shame. Because Tong wants that money, and I'm not leaving till I collect it. With or without your consent.
I will not be bullied.
Yeah.
I am sick and tired of Tong's lapdogs coming here, stealing my money.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate.
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the AUG. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
You know what? I'm not a charity. I'm
Look,
I'm
I
not a
understand
charity.
you
I'm
were
sorry.
right.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not questioning that. I've been through enough to know the world doesn't care about who's right or wrong. It's all about power. And right now, neither of us have it.
As much as it pains me to admit it, you're right. What do you think I should do?
I'm just asking you to give me the means to make sure this situation gets resolved.
What are you saying? Give up the chip? Give them back what they sold me so they no longer have any leverage? But that means... Oh God, you're right. Here, take the chip. They can't tax me for a service I don't use.
Oh, I doubt they'll be that understanding. But I'll make sure they leave you alone. You've done the right thing.
I don't know if that's the best resolution. Okay. All right. So yeah, people is there's a lot of people being like, oh, it's just going to be on Pancake, or Pancake is how you call non-VR games on the VR lingo. This is gonna be Pancake, and oh, I'm not gonna buy this because it's not. It is not. There is no PC version. How can I put this in a nice way? There would be no point of this game existing if it was just going to be regular VR game. There would be no point on Valve putting the effort, the money into making just another regular PC game. It would be completely pointless. One. Second, the game, if the game were to be a regular PC game and not VR, it would just be a rehash, and it would not advance anything. It would not serve any purpose. So Valve would not make it. Period. So the reason why we have it is because we have VR. They said it. They actually said it. And it just I've seen the gameplay. I've seen the gameplay, and there's one thing I want to mention about the gameplay. Trust me, and again I played a lot of VR games. I played already Boneworks, which is a game that is the closest to Half-Life Alyx right now. I play it thoroughly. I've seen the gameplay videos. I've seen people skeptical being like, "Oh, this is not how the gameplay is gonna be." Like, dude, you have no fucking clue. That actually looks even toned down, even toned down.
Hey, about that job?
You found Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
Here's Jaya's augment. I guess this means your investment has been returned.
What are you talking about? Where's the money she owed us?
There is no money.
This was not our deal.
Maybe not. But think of it this way. Jaya was becoming a problem. I helped you get rid of that problem.
This wasn't helpful at all, Guai You've caused me more trouble than anything else. You can forget about our deal.
That's fine. I just care about experience. You were extorting a poor lady. A poor lady. Now I just want experience. I got bigger fish to fry. So yeah, so for all the skepticals, I am that the gameplay videos that are there on the internet, they are probably the only thing is they are running on like monster PCs on monster PCs, so graphically it's not gonna look like that to it for anyone, for everybody else. But when it comes to how the game plays and how fluid, even think it's toned down. I even think the people playing it might actually be a little bit toned down, man. That's how you play games on VR. That the level of interaction stuff, it reminds me a lot of Monkworks, and actually it does remind me a lot of Asura's Wrath, because a lot of things on Asura's Wrath work like things like how you interact with the world on Alex a little bit. It's not that much physically intensive, and by physically intensive I don't mean like Beat Saber, another killer app on VR. I don't mean that way. I mean it like the physical interactivity, like interacting with the world and touching things, and like how tactile everything is. Um, that game is legit. The gameplay is legit. It's very legit. So you could not do that on Pancake. Period. Mouse and keyboard doesn't do anything to apport and to bring up anything to what Valve wants to do. You could not even do that game on flat screen. Period. And I'm not talking about like I'm not being like, oh, it's because of graphics, whatever. No, I'm talking about the level of interactivity. It goes way beyond to what you did with a gravity gun, and what you did with just pressing E and grabbing things. You don't understand. People who have not played VR, and I'm gonna sound like an elitist bastard, and I'm sorry, that's not my point. I need to drill this point like really, really deep into whoever listens to it. If you have not played on VR, if you have not played on VR, your opinion is pretty much pointless. And I'm not saying like oh, and you are not welcome. Actually, quite the opposite. Do whatever is possible to get close to a friend or a kiosk or whoever that can make you experiment VR, so you understand what's going on. So you understand what's going on. Even PlayStation VR, man. Because and that's gonna take me to my next topic. Even if it's just PlayStation VR and you just get to interact with the world and just get to like.
Here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bergen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's
You
wrong.
got
What is it?
shit.
Why are you here?
It's nothing.
You got shit,
Can't have
huh?
secrets.
Not when we're on a.
Sure. Makes them more interesting that way. But when the girl is my pilot and my only ticket out of here, I prefer a more open relationship.
Good point.
Glad you agree. But you still haven't answered the question.
Fine, since you're so damn curious.
Okay, hold on.
Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down
Oh,
a flight of stairs
boy.
like some kind of freak accident, but her wounds.
Oh boy.
They don't add up.
I don't think I'm the boy. I'm the one that you.
You've seen the police.
Well, I'm a little bit of an expert when it comes to.
Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think
when it comes to
I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that
faking deaths.
I know I'd get the truth. Except.
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just. The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
Okay.
This autopsy report, once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
This autopsy report, once you got your hands on it.
I'm sorry. No, you're my friend. I'm not gonna ask you.
What do you...
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Lim Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning evidence.
Okay.
Incident, newspaper articles, the police report, Lim details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Alright, so we're going to complete that mission and just and call it a day. Or call it a night. Very sad. So yeah, and I'm sorry, I sounded like an asshole. It was not my intention, but I need to be very, very succinct and very precise with my words. Yeah, so saying like, oh yeah, I don't see how this game could not be on VR. If you have not experienced VR, you have no experience with VR, your opinion is completely weightless and doesn't add anything to the conversation. And that brings me to my invitation. Just try VR. Just try VR. Just try to go to a Best Buy or to a friend's house and just try even PlayStation VR. You don't even need to get a fancy whatever. No, just try PlayStation VR. Try something like the Heist, some Beat Saber, some super hot, and then you will realize. Actually, it took me all of 5 minutes to like understand VR. And the very first thing that I play in VR actually was Super Hot VR. I remember like very, very clearly. That was and PlayStation VR. So once you understand that, now you will have a clear vision. You will see that gameplay on Alex, and you'll see like, yeah, man, you could not do this on Pancake. There is no way you could do this on just on flat screen. But without that, nothing else actually makes any sense. Who's informant? Are you my informant? Who's my fucking informant? What? Is it outside? Is hallowed ground inside the lamp, and that's why I cannot see there? I mean, I cannot engage him there. Yeah, it's inside the clinic. Okay. That's weird. Hat, okay. Oh, it's this guy.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Death and life have their determined appointments.
What? Oh, and riches and honors depend upon heaven. Very good.
Right, what now?
Shh. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
All right. So yeah, I actually wanna kind of wanna get the Valve Knuckles just to play that. The touch the Oculus Touch controllers are really good, and that first takes me to my next point. Second is way above is leagues and bounds above the PlayStation Move controllers.
Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what
I love Elias Effects' delivery, man.
Yes, yes.
He's so freaking
Have it
serious.
right here.
He grounds the character so good. everybody sounds like cartoons around
Trust you
him.
will put this information to good use. Because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
I don't have 1,000 credits though. What am I gonna do?
And what were you just saying about corruption?
A deal is a deal. Surely your handlers informed you of this little detail.
No, my handlers failed to mention this little detail. And I don't happen to have 1,000 credits on me, so you'll just have to bill me later. Hopefully the report is worth it.
Oh, I assure you it is. Whoever it was that didn't want this information given to the proper authorities paid a lot of money to have it ignored. A pity for them, LIM policy strictly prohibits deletion of records concerning operational procedures. For legal purposes, you see.
Legal, right. Nice doing business with you, X.
I'm sad. Fuck you. Alright. Oh god. Let's see, let's read it. Yeah, she was killed. Yeah, she was killed and burned. Wow. Holy shit. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh boy, this is fucked up.
I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
You know what?
Get proof. Get.
You cannot see it because for some reason it doesn't. Actually, yeah, you can see it. The chromatic aberration actually helps to improve the Cyberpunk mood. I know people hates it, but I love chromatic aberration. Okay, let's get rid of that motherfucker, because that also made me livid too. Holy fuck. Fucking piece of shit. It's a information. Garden Hotel. Where's the Alice Garden Hotel for starters? Metro Station. This is Alice. Okay, let's check that first. And okay, my next point, and I haven't seen Port Vegan on PlayStation side. More like question, and I myself have asked this question because the only VR platform that is not supported is right now for Alex is PlayStation VR. PlayStation VR is not receiving Half-Life Alex. Although now that I played Bondworks, of course, now that I've seen more gameplay of Alex, I realized that at least the way it is right now, PlayStation 4 is not a viable platform for that game yet. And it actually goes back to what I was saying. I'm not talking about the power of the platform because I can see the game gimped down enough to make it work or to make it run, although it will downgrade massively because something that you guys don't understand is that the PlayStation 4, although it is impressive, the VR is impressive and is good, is really good. Something that you don't get is the visual fidelity of games on PlayStation VR is severely downgraded, man. Severely. Some of the games need to look like PlayStation 2 games to be able to run at a high refresh rate. There are some other games, like for example Blood and Truth. That game looks badass and looks great. But the game is pretty much on rails, so they don't have to render all the scenes all the time. But like for example Skyrim VR, which is very good, it looks just about the same, if not a little bit worse than the PlayStation 3 version. So in fact, the game with the best graphics that I've seen on PlayStation VR, believe it or not, is Trackmania. Trackmania for which has a VR mode, has the crisper graphics. I was kind of impressed actually, and Tetris actually, Tetris Experience. Those are the games that I've seen with the best VR graphics, but on PlayStation. But I don't think that's the grace of the problems though, because they can make it run, they can gimp it down like bad, like graphics scalability nowadays is engine scalability is very. We are on a different era of engine scalability. We can have a lot of games running on a lot of different platforms. Okay, I want to make sure this is not. Oh fuck! This is not where I wanted to go. God damn it! I followed the wrong. Shit. And at least we know where we're going to finish the mission, but this is not where I wanted to go. The problem is the same as the PC version, a pancake version of this game. The move controllers suck ass for this game. They work good enough. They work good enough for what we have right now on PlayStation VR, mostly because developers have gone around it and have made games for that controller. DualShock is just a no-go. It's a 100% no-go. Ah, fuck, where is it? So all the way here. The DualShock is just a completely no-go. It doesn't have a grab buttons. It doesn't have a one-to-one tracking. It doesn't have The two, you cannot have two separate hands. Doesn't have the DualShock has a stick so you can move around, but no. You can say that you can have only the the not the complete locomotion, free locomotion, but have um, have the teleportation methods available on PlayStation VR. First, I would, especially for how much work Valve has put onto that, because they actually delayed a demo and internally most likely delayed the game and had to bring in the zero stress level zero team to help them with free locomotion because it's tough to do it on VR. And it's here, right? It is here. And but the sticks do make a big difference. Although that is still is not a killer. Is not the killer problem of the PlayStation VR. The real killer problem is that it doesn't have a grab functionality or finger tracking whatsoever. The thing is, the touch, the Oculus Touch controllers, the Vive ones, the Microsoft mixed reality controllers, and of course the Valve Index controllers and Knuckles, they all have a finger tracking, individual finger track. I mean, not individual and completely individual. But for example, the Rift, which is the one that the Rift touch controller, which are the ones that I have the most experience with. They do have capacitive buttons, and this is the same technology that companies use for cell phone screens and stuff uh, to detect each finger. Like if you are touching or just placing your finger without pressing buttons, you can actually interact with the world that way. So you can point like if you are pointing on outside with your real hand, you can point outside inside the game too, and you can do like realistic grabbing, realistic throwing. Although for grabbing, you don't have individual finger tracking on the Rift, so you have a dedicated button for grabbing, but still it is capacitive, so you can actually track like how strong you are grabbing the button and stuff. You can actually track like the strength of your grab. You can track if your fingers are touching something or not, if you are actually grabbing or not. That's something, and the analog trigger on the PlayStation VR on the PlayStation Move controls cannot emulate that, cannot change that. I don't see it at least. It will require a lot of workaround and a lot of gimping of mechanics, and I doubt Valve would compromise their vision to accommodate for the Move ones. And the DualShock is not even close, man. It's not even close to have that functionality. It is the worst. So Move is the DualShock are completely out of the question. There you go. And yeah, and the knuckles are even better because they actually do have individual finger tracking. Okay, hold on. Um, the knuckles are even more badass, man. because they do track each finger, and it has capacitive sensors and a bunch of sensors. It has like 31 sensors, some sort like that, just to track your fingers. So you can actually do like realistic gestures with your hands, pressure and squeezing and grabbing and deforming and stuff, like as close as you can as using your real hand on the virtual world. Which, again, if you have not played VR, you do not understand what I'm talking about. You might say like, "Oh, that's easy," or "Oh, that's cool." Trust me, if you do not,
You buy or sell? I
if
do
you
it
don't,
all.
you have not played VR, you do not understand what I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to be an asshole or to be mean, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this shit. And that it. Revolver. Let's see if there is. Yeah, this shit. I need this shit. Let's see if we have anything that we can afford first. Yeah, this. I need this. Couple of this. Couple of this. And I don't afford, cannot afford that. I can afford this. And tranquilizer rifle. Not. What? No. That. Oh, peps. All right. Cool.
I will be right here.
Combine. Rate of fire. Rate of fire. Yeah, revolver. Yeah. So again, my invitation is open, and if any of my friends goes by, you already know that you are all invited to come and try VR. So that is not that is not even a question. So, but yeah, if you have not tried VR, you cannot understand, you will not understand what I'm talking about. So I haven't tried the Vive one, so I don't know how they work, but I'm pretty sure they are similar to the Rift S controllers. And the Windows Mixed Reality headsets, which are the cheapest actually, and that's a good point. The cheapest you can get a good Windows Mixed Reality headset for as cheap as $300. Um, so yeah, but that doesn't throw PlayStation outside the window at all. In fact, if rumors are to be true, PlayStation is already working on Gen 2 of PlayStation VR. Thus, what am I even? I just walk without even thinking. Um, I'm just gonna finish this mission and then I'm going to be done with the stream because I am tired. Um, and it's late already. It is late already. Actually, it's already past the hour of finishing the stream. So we're gonna finish this mission and we'll be done for the day, for the night. They are working on Gen 2 of PlayStation VR. The headset is fine. I don't even have any. I think the headset can handle it. It will look blurry because the PlayStation VR right now it is already old and outdated, so the screens are not the best. So the resolution will suffer a little bit. But I don't even want to speculate on headset technology because that's the minor of the issues with the PlayStation. The PlayStation VR headset, the current PlayStation VR headset, can handle the game, no problem. That's not a problem. Um, I dare to say the PlayStation Pro can handle it, but they're working on new controllers. And if rumors are to be said, they are working with bio telemetry and stuff like that. People are more invested on when it comes to regular gaming and stuff and overall and the meta and I understand why. I actually find it interesting myself too. The biometrics and collecting like a pulse rate and stuff like that. Actually, one of the big guys on Twitter, who was it? Was Dude Huge? Cliff Blesinski. I think it was Cliff Blesinski who said that can actually help them as game designers to improve. Since they can collect more data from their customers, they can improve game experiences. And I do agree. I wholeheartedly agree to that. But that's interesting. But the thing is, if they are working on that deep on telemetry and biometrics, they are working on finger tracking, and they are working on improved virtual reality interactivity. So I do actually I am like I have 95% certainty that Half-Life Alyx and Half-Life 3 will come out to PlayStation VR5, VR2. In fact, if they announce PlayStation VR2 and they announce it to be a launch title for PlayStation VR2, I will not be surprised. It would be badass and it would be awesome. But I will not be surprised at all. I will completely see it coming. Like, yeah, man, why not? Because there's actually another thing that you guys don't know. PlayStation is integrated with Steam already, so they could even deploy Steam VR on PlayStation 5. I'm completely talking out of my ass. I don't know how it could work, but PlayStation is integrated on Steam right now, and it seems that PlayStation and Steam have been on cahoots as of late too. But that's another topic for another day. Next time, actually, let's talk about old news, because today I went ranting into VR and Half-Life Alyx, and that's something that I wanted to talk about with you guys. So I'm fine. I'm fine with that. But we need to talk about the E3 being canceled. We need to talk about I need that fucking code. We need to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC and the fiasco around that. We need to talk about games being delayed. We need to talk about Naughty Dog, the Naughty Dog controversy that came out, and all that cool stuff. Come on, really? I'm not even kidding, man. I am not even kidding. Yes. Okay, I'm going to do this. I want to build up my hacking skills. I feel comfortable with my combat skills right now. I know I'm a little underpowered for late game content, but I feel confident, but not confident on my hacking skills. So.
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look.
This guy's rich. He's packing.
Tracks, so look around. Maybe
This
you
guy's
can find something
packing.
suspicious.
I just took a screenshot for posterity because that's going to do for a good meme that will be valid for the next few weeks. Something suspicious. Hasta Playa 69. Really, dude? Could you come up back with a lamer? Stop again. Look, and I'm gonna waste all my shit, but these are worth.
Access granted.
Nice. apartment. Ah, vaya, vaya. This is the Tower City's principal no surprise. At this on Friday. Dona. Oh, okay.
Malik, looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
Vaya, vaya. Let's keep looking. Because we are sure there's more here than meets the eye. What else are we gonna find?
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get a party started without me.
Vaya, vaya.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find.
I should just trash the place. I don't think there's more to find though. Cause if they don't dance and if they don't dance, well, they are no friends of mine. I'll say, we can go if you wanna. If you don't, nobody will. We can dance. Yeah, there's no more shit. Alright, let's go to the Hive. Do what I say, cause I can. If I don't, because I wanna. Oh no, those are the Hives, huh? Okay, so yeah, I am very positive it will land on PlayStation VR 5, on PlayStation 5, and on PlayStation VR 2, or PlayStation VR 2 if Sony only comes out with a freaking badass VR headset that is a standalone and is like 3 times as powerful as the Quest and the same price, which will just kill the market. If that happens, man, if that happens, boy, oh boy. Which is feasible. It's feasible. That's where VR is going. It's becoming its own market, its own audience. So yeah, I think PlayStation guys, do not lose your hope. I'm actually more confident of you guys. I am actually 100% times more confident of PlayStation guys getting Half-Life Alyx than I am of Pancake players getting Alex on a Pancake only version. So that's how things are, man. And yeah, we have our toys and we want to keep them. And I'm sorry if you don't buy VR, if you don't get VR, you're like, oh, VR is just a gimmick. It's your prerogative, man, and it's what you think, but it's not what the reality is. It is not what the shit is. What? What? What else is there? I already Okay, let's look a little bit further then. There should be something else then? But what? I was already very thorough. Or at least I think I was very thorough. No! Shit. In the meantime, anyone that has the means, the PC and the headset too, if you are listening to this before the release of Half-Life Alyx, most likely nobody will. But just in case somebody finds the video on YouTube or whatnot, I highly recommend you get Boneworks in the meantime. That will satiate your curiosity and also give you a little bit a taste for what Half-Life Alyx is going to bring to the table, because a lot of the things that Half-Life Alyx is doing were done by Boneworks first. So just FYI, do that and thank me later. But what else, man? There are no more shit. Look. Oh, wait. Oh, sure. We're gonna use that as evidence of foul play. Pure. Is it anything else that I can check? No. What else, dude? There's nothing else. Oh, wait.
Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lisa's dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was...
That is so serendipitous.
It fits. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything.
That was so serendipitous. What else could we find? Like, for example, this scene, doing it on VR would be way much easier, because it would be so natural, just walking around the room and looking at shit, like peeking around corners, grabbing stuff, and that's why I said, if for everybody who tuned in onto the observers playthrough, that's what I said, like I would play that game on VR, because the game is primed for VR and it begs for your VR port, because that's the level of interactivity that you have on VR games, like picking things around, moving them, like investigating little details and shit and stuff. Fuck. What else am I looking for? What else am I looking for? I already checked everywhere. I'm already getting kind of tired, guys. It's already late. I'm getting kind of sleepy, and that is already affecting my decision making. If it is behind that thing, we're screwed. What else? What am I missing? Lee, what am I missing? What else do you hide? What else do you hide, buddy? Is it somewhere? Something down here? Okay. Ha! I missed
Malik,
this.
I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Okay. Time to move on. And avenge Evelyn's. I should just drop an Icarus land on the middle of a street like a badass. But alas, my decision making is not lucid. My mind feels a bit cloudy as the tiredness is settling in. I don't have a grubbly whiskey leathered voice to sound like noir, like a noir, like Elias Tefex's voice. I would love to have like a voice like him right now, so I can just do some detective noir detective voice, kind of like soothing ASMR stuff set up. And since I don't know how to do post processing on my microphone, I cannot just post process it. Oh well.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
Oh wait.
我很忙啊。
Oh wait.
You looking for Mr. Tong? His office is in the basement. No one
No.
goes down there without an appointment. Understand?
But I can. This looks likely. Well, he was not, but he did look likely, right? How you Lee? Are you Lee? You are Lee.
Chrome boy.
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off. I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Because unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
Alright. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Because the police report itself was falsified. Why else would that be, if not to cover up a weak alibi?
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's some weak ass shit right there.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now
Shut
the
up.
final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy? Lim. Your family's sizable investments in Lim assured the autopsy performed on Evelyn's body would never see the light of day, and her death would simply fall through the cracks of an already crumbling justice system.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee, but only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know! Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee.
Oh boy.
Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my god, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
There's one here. Really? But I can hack it. I need that code. Alright, got it. I'm sorry guys, but...
Alright, Malik, it's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee.
This is going to be epic, some epic trolling right now. Some epic justice is going to be served. Where you at, Farida? Where you at, sweetheart? Oh, here you go.
Malik?
First, take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into
I do need it.
The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik?
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch. She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Badass! Let us expand that praxis point that we did Aranet. And no. Hacking level 3. And safe. And let's finish this. I have forgotten about this mission. It is a badass mission, man. It is making me smile. It is making me smile. I don't know how people can say that this game is not good, man. These things are, God. All right, okay, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you very much for all those who watched and who put up with my VR ranting. It was, I know, a little elitist. It wasn't my intention. I just wanted to be very, very, very strong with my words. But regardless, thank you very much for coming up, checking the video if you're checking on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment if you're on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on everywhere. Just search for Reboot Robot. Change the O's for zeros. And like always, see you next week. And remember to keep boots on the ground always.